Good morning, leaders. Our topic for today is all about creating a positive school culture. So, the learning outcomes of our topic is at the end of the chapter, you should be able to explain the meaning of the school culture, discuss how school culture affects learning, and cite ways by which you can contribute to the building of positive culture. So that's our learning outcomes for today or for this chapter. The meaning of the school culture is one of the most complex and important concepts in education, according to Skin 1985. So it generally refers to the beliefs, perfection, relationship, attitudes, and written and unwritten rules that shapes and influence every aspect of how a school functions. So, according to Skin 1985, this is the most complex and important concepts in education. So, it is refers to the beliefs and perceptions, relationships, attitudes, and also written and unwritten rules that shapes us and influence every aspect of how a school function. School culture also is consist of the norms and shared experiences that evolve over school history. So, according to Spacey. So, Scott and Manzano, 2014, state that school culture is reinforced by norms, expectations, and tradition. So, it is including everything from dress codes to discipline system to celebrations of achievement. According to Folland, 2007, school culture can be defined as the guiding beliefs and values evident in the way a school operates. School culture can be used to encompass all the attitudes, expected behaviors, and values that impact how the school operates. According to Folland, school culture can be define the guiding beliefs and values evident in the way the school operates. School culture is one of the determinants to the success of educational process implementation in schools. Good school culture is expected to succeed and improving the education quality, which has academic and effective values. So, good school culture is expected to succeed in improving the education quality, which has academic and effective values. Culture as a social contract. So, culture is a social contract, not a genetic construct. Okay? This means that school culture is therefore something that we do not inherit or pass on through the genes. Rather, it is something that we create and shape. It is shaped by everything that all people in school see, hear, feel, and interact with. It is a creation of the school head, teachers, parents, non-teaching, staff, students, and community. According that, or C. Ann Slade, 2014, elaborates. Okay. So, school climate and the school culture. So, the differences between school climate and the school culture. So, school climate is more relational. So, school climate refers to the school effects on the students, including teaching, practices, diversity, and the relationship among administrators, teachers and students. So, in school culture is deeper level of reflections of shared values, beliefs, and traditions between staff and members. So, school culture refers to the way of teachers and other staff work together and the set beliefs, values, and assumptions they share. So, lastly, school culture is a broader term and so is exclusive of school climate. The role of school culture in learning. So, school culture matters. Research confirms that central role of culture to school success. School culture can be positive or negative or toxic. A positive school culture fosters improvement, collaborative decisions making, professional development, and staff and students learning. A negative culture fosters the opposite. So, all the positive school cultures fosters the improvement, collaborative decisions making, the professional development, and the staff and the students learning. So, the negative is the opposite of the positive school culture. The next is the elements of a positive culture. So, we have 12 elements of a positive culture, which are collegiality, experimentation, high expectations. The fourth is trust and confidence. 5. Tangible support. 6 is reaching out to the knowledge base, appreciation and recognition. Number 8 is caring, celebration and humor. Number 9, involvement in decision making. Number 10 is protection of what is important. 11 is traditions. And lastly, honest and open communication. Collegiality to the school atmosphere is friendly. So, you work in an atmosphere where responsibility and authority are shared by everyone. So, you can be yourself. You have not to put your best forward to impress others. So, the school head does not throw his or her weight. So, he or she does not make his or her authority felt by his colleagues. Experimentation. Experimentation is the atmosphere encourage experimentation and so will welcome mistakes as part of the learning process. Experimentation. The atmosphere encourages experimentation and so we welcome mistakes as part of the learning process. So, no students, no teachers gets punished for a mistakes. Mistakes are not intended. So, they give a lot of lesson referring to his or according to Edison, 10,000 failed attempts, then he was experimenting the light bulb. So, according to her, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. So, let's proceed to number 3. High expectations. It has been said one level of achievement is always lower than one level that aspiration. So, set high expectations for high achievement. So, it's very a motivational quote from the high expectation. Set high expectations for high achievement. So, according to Robert J. Manzano, we have two problems arise here. First is expectations are subtle and difficult to change. Teachers may be unaware that they have low expectations for some students. Even when they become aware, they may have difficulty changing their expectations because their beliefs and bases have developed over the years. Second, what actually communicates expectations to students is teachers' behavior. If teachers consciously work to change their biases, but don't change their behavior toward those students from whom they have tended to expect less, their change of attitude will have little effects on student achievement. So fourth is trust and confidence. What is trust and confidence? Students, teachers, school heads, and parents relate well and work well when relationships are solidly built on trust and confidence. In fact, honest and open communication is possible only when there is trust and confidence in each other in the school community. I can share my inner thoughts only when I am confident that I do not get ostracized when I do. So that's the trust and confidence. It is between students, teachers, school heads, and parents. So relationship between of them. Fifth is tangible. Tangible support. Everyone in the school community gets concrete support for the good that they do. Support comes in not just in words but in action. So school heads sees to see that LCDs is in the classrooms are functioning. Number 6 is reaching out to the knowledge base. Teachers care to grow professionally to update themselves on content, knowledge, and pedagogy. The first domain in the Philippines professional standards for teachers. So number 7 is appreciation and recognition. Certainly, words of appreciation and recognition make classroom climate highly favorable. So, a reminder to teachers, you are not made less when you praise others. Instead, you become magnanimous, so don't be stingy with your sincere praise. The problem sometimes is our eyes are so quick to see the negative and so will despise them immediately, but our eyes are blinded to the good and so we overlook them and fail to appreciate. So number 8 is caring, celebration, and humor. Kids don't care what you know until they know that you are care. They don't listen to teacher when teacher doesn't care. So it may be good to remind teachers that many of the students, especially those who struggle, don't receive nearly enough positive feedback in the classroom or in their personal lives. So when kids are taught with a proactive, praise-heavy approach, they tend to do better according to Erin Green of Voice Town. So, that we specific, generic, overly generalized comments such as good job don't really help complementing a specific behavior. Thanks for showing respect to our visiting guest. On the other hand, reinforces that particular behavior. So number 9 is involvement in decision making. Involving the others who are concerned with decisions to be made enhances sense of ownership. They also feel important. So as a teacher, you must be open-minded for the students to involving them to make decision making to be made their enhanced sense of ownership. Next is number 10 is protection of what is important. Okay? What school consider important must form part of their tradition and so much be protected by all means. In the activity above, mention was made on school canteen policies that include no soft drinks, no chocolate, etc. So, And CLEGO, because the school considers nutrition and health and cleanliness as important. So it means what school consider important must form part of their tradition and so must be protected by all means. Number 11 is the traditions. A school must have an intentional culture-based program on shared values, beliefs, and behavior. This strengthens sense of community. A truly positive school culture is not characterized simply by the absence of gangs, violence of disciplines, problems, but also by the presence of a set of norms and values that focus school communities' attention on what is important and motivate them to work hard toward a common purpose. Lastly is honest and open communication. So what is honest and open communication? No one gets ostracized for speaking up his mind. The atmosphere is such that everyone is encouraged to speak his mind without fear of being ostracized. The agreement at every discussion is agree to disagree. The next is shared norms, the teacher and student norms. Shared norms for both teachers and students contribute to a positive school culture. According to Boss and Larmer 2018, shared teacher norm and students norms to contribute to a fair and an engaging learning environment. So, a characteristic of a positive school culture, they check on the following norms each week. So, we have a table here to show the teacher norms and the student norm. So, the teacher norms first is teach in a different ways. So, next is call student by their names. Number 3, care about student feelings, understand their situation. Because we don't know what situation they face, so we must understand their situation and their feelings. And number 4, have a good attitude. This is for the teacher norms. Stay calm, use your kind words, have a patience, and greet students and say goodbye. So, 5th is help students understand. First is work a reasonable pace. Explain clearly. Support different learning style. And expect the best. Re-explain if necessary. So, 6 is attend school the majority of the time. Like flag ceremony or the program, we must be the we must lead them so that we follow what we are doing. So, number 7 is be respectful. Give everyone what they need. Use proper language. Allow space if needed. And use supportive words then when explaining. Call by your name with respect. And lastly, have a growth mindset. So, and student norms, have a growth mindset. First is have a growth mindset. First is believe you can improve. Yes. As a student, you believe to yourself that you can improve by the help of your teachers. Fail forward. Keep trying. Speak positively about your abilities to learn. Second, call classmates by their names and with respect. Be responsible for your work. Have materials ready. Advocate yourself. Be a professional. Meet deadlines. Okay, participate. Be on time to class. So, fourth is listen. Not only you are listening, but be an active listening. Avoid passive so that Be an active listening to the teacher, to your classmates, to guests, and also to the directions. Number 5 is attend school the majority of the time, like flag ceremony, some program of the school. Number 6 is be a good team player. Provide good, helpful feedback. Stay calm. Encourage others. Stay on topic. Be considerate. Use proper language. And lastly is communicate clearly to the students and teachers. So those are the teachers' norms and students' norms. Educational policies are rules that are intended to help schools teach students efficiently, fairly, and safely as per the regulatory norms and the board to which the institution is affiliated. These terms determine how students are taught, what they are taught, how school manage students and its personnel. So this is the list of the school policies. First is the school administration's policy, the charging policy, the child protection policy, the complements policy and procedures, the curriculum policy, equal opportunities policy, the health and safety policy, the teachers' pay and conditions policy, performance management policy, a school behaviors policy, school policies on the bullying. Yes, it is very important that we have a school policies list. And then, a sex education policy, the special educational needs. Lastly is the staff discipline, conduct, capabilities, and grievance procedure. The topic for today. So, thank you and thank you for attention.